Hello and welcome to CalmLands. My name is Josh, this is Game Josh Channel, and we're finishing up CalmLands. We're starting our harvest season, and we have got every field on the map to harvest, and we're going to get to it. I don't know if that's going to work. As usual, they turn in, but if we go along here and we get our worker going, we can talk about this a minute. Got our worker going on course play. He's going to go ahead and start harvesting that field. We got the crane truck all set up. So what are we doing and what have we done? We've done a lot, but not really much since last time. So the last thing we have to do, we have a couple things we have to get started today. Actually, I'm going to tab so that'll be faster. These guys are forever running, trying to get rid of our silage. This guy is not doing anything today, I think. Tab over. This guy started liming last time, and he's obviously not liming right now, but if I get him going again, I show you can see our money going down. We're having them purchased. It's just much faster. It'll be the last time we do this, but that guy's liming, and liming this giant field, which is going to take him forever and ever to do. While we're doing that, this guy is causing an accident. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's in the way somehow. This cedar is the reason he's in the way, so let's move him out of the way and see if that worker gets back to where he's supposed to be doing. Yeah, one of the last fields, we have this field and that other field we were just at to plant today. And we're going to plant this one right here in the Prairie Grass, which I think will be fun. But we're going to do this ourselves. We're not going to bother using course play. It's not a very big field. So we'll go like this. Let's see what's going on here. Down. Down. Everybody's on. Perfect. Nope. Down. Come on. Everyone down. Everyone down at the same time. There we go. Let's make sure they're all planting the right crop. That does all look like a shade of grass. Let's make sure. Yep. And we can go ahead and I'll have to go though. There's some missed spots in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and seed this field real quick. While everyone else kind of does their thing. And since we're starting off with just a little bit of work, I'm going to go ahead and put this small thing into a time lapse, get things going, and kind of kick the day off right. I may have to jump out of the time lapse a little bit to correct our crop, if that makes any sense. Or to empty out the harvester. But I'll do that and keep going. We have a lot to do today, and pretty much all day to do it. So let's get to it. Now that was painful. I disconnected those in a really weird way, but there's a reason for it. I thought there was a roller up here somewhere. Maybe not. I thought there was a roller hiding right here. I'll have to find it in a minute. The reason I wanted to disconnect it is, I guess the workers are better at this. I mean, it's the first time I think I've ever said this, but the workers are actually better at driving it out, which is kind of a scary thought. But trying to like keep those multiple pieces that are all like working together and doing it on my own, which I don't normally do, was really tricky. And as I went around the headland, I totally missed a lot of the headland because just because I couldn't keep it straight. I don't know if it was because I was using that JCB with the, you know, the double steering or whatever. But I feel like I need to clean up this headland a little bit and make sure I get all the way to the edge. Like right here, I totally missed it. That's, you know, that is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and go around the field like this and clean it up, and then get these seeders over to the new field, get them filled up. And then in the new field, we're done liming. The liming guy is there, or he's still circling or something. Let's go check him out real quick. No contracts are available. Why? Because I've already done everything. Yeah, see, he's still circling. I had him go around again. And because when we bought the we bought the precision farming data after we'd already done the first headland, so we had to do the first headland again, essentially. Just the way it works. But this field is all lime now, which is great. This guy is done. I'm gonna have to send him back to send him back to the farm. You go back to the farm. These guys are still transporting, and then this sunflower field is going well. We're got about half the field done. We'll maybe finish that up in a time lapse as well. And once that's done, we'll just continue on, and then we're gonna get over and seed the next thing. And then we also have to actually harvest that carrot field, which I'm a little bit excited about. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely excited about it, but we'll be back in a few minutes.
Might not be the truth. What is truth? It's what you want it to be.
we're finally finished with the field. This was a great field. Looks like we're getting really good output for the straw too, which will help us making those straw pellets. Let's head over here with our little road train and empty out the harvester, and then continue on with our day. Looks like pretty good output. All of this, of course, is getting turned into, kind of see it up there in the distance, getting turned into sunflower oil in our mill, which is a great, I mean, it's a slow mill. It actually takes quite a while to process, but it's all getting turned into sunflower. But we got a lot more to do. This is not the only harvest for today. We've got all of our fields are still growing. Got that worker working on the straw. He'll probably get blocked by the harvester any minute, or when he's getting closer. He's basically filling up, running up, dropping off the straw pellet factory, and then coming back getting more straw. Got a lot of other people. You can see the JCB swapped out Volvo, just running back and forth, delivering slurry. But up here at the farm, we got to get our little harvester, because we have some carrots to harvest. And unfortunately, our harvester doesn't actually support carrots in its current form. So we're going to have to get a new header for that harvester to make sure we can actually harvest those carrots. I did a little bit of testing off stream, trying to use the stuff that comes from the premium expansion. It works at 200 horsepower, but it's this whole, a lot of them are like 1 meter wide, and you know, just not something we want to deal with. Oh, look at that. Look at all this sugar and flour we're producing. All right, let's turn on our HUD. Let's get this emptied out. It's kind of a tight connection here because I have to be really careful that when I'm dumping that I don't park too close and let the windmill itself smash into the vehicles, because it will. Let's check the production real quick as soon as we get done dumping. Okay, we're almost done dumping, and let's check our production. Those are contracts. There's no contracts on this map anymore. Our old flour mill is making sunflower oil, and it is 78,000 liters of sunflower. That's pretty good. And it's making sunflower oil currently, so, but it's, you know, it's pretty slow. I think it does about a pallet a month, maybe 2. Actually, no, it's about a pallet a month. So it's going to take a little while to process that sunflower oil, but we got plenty of time. We've got to head over to, where are we heading? Oh, we got to head over to the sort of the BGA. So I'm going to send this guy over because I don't want to do it myself. I'm going to go over to BGA area. Go to the pellet sell point. Hopefully that's, or the Digestate fill point. That'll be at least a little bit out of the way of the other guys who are just carting silage. Jump out. That worker can take care of that. And I'm going to run up here. Get in our weird harvester thing. I'm going to drop the header. And then we're going to jump over to the shop and pick up our new header. It's going to take a little while to drive there. I'm going to let him drive the shop on his own. Because I don't know what that's going to take forever. Where's the shop? Shop area. Can't see these. Which one do I want? Shop repair cell. No. Shop spawn. Good, go. He can go over there, and let's kind of tab through and see where everybody else is at. This guy's going, he's going good. This guy is cruising. I love the fast track swap. He's nice and fast now. He's still working on it. You can move this guy out of the way at least. I'll deal with putting him away later, but I want him out of the way of the guy picking up the straw because he would totally mess that up. This guy's ready to roll, and this guy's ready to seed. Oh, that's what we got to do. So, the other big thing we got to do today is this huge field, which is all lined, which took forever and cost us a pretty penny. We've got to plant it. We're going to plant the whole thing in lavender. We planted flax right there. That little kind of neonish green color. This is all in lavender. And do we have a root already? I don't remember. Nope. So let's go ahead and create a route for this massive thing and see what happens. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to like skip past the actual route generation because it is going to crash my machine for a minute. Yeah, there we go. Generate fieldwork course and pause. And there we go. We've got a course. And we're going to get these guys started off. I don't actually have to make sure that they're actually seeding the right thing, but let's do that in a second. That guy's down. Getting all three of these seeders down is actually really hard. It's down. Now this should all be done. So hopefully they're all lavender. I do have to update the color for lavender. I wish it was purple and not white, because white is the color for cotton. But that's okay. Let's get these guys kicked off. This is going to take a while. It hasn't told 3 hours. So we have 3 hours to harvest some carrots. While this guy seeds this entire field. And then as soon as he's done, we're going to get the roller going. So that guy's waiting there to roll. In the meantime, we have a small little carrot field to harvest. So let's jump into the harvester who's up at the store. This one. Let's get his new header. The sounds in this one are actually pretty good. Like the rattling and whining and stuff. Actually, pretty much. Alright, let's jump in here. It seems weird with his collisions and how it connects, but that's okay. Oop. And let's head over to our new field. Now this is first stage crop for the flax, so I'm just going to drive right across it. This thing doesn't go very fast, so I'll take it as it is. While we drive over there, we kind of see what we're doing here. We've got every bit of land on this map with something in it. Every bit, which I think is honestly pretty crazy. This is like one of those things where if you can get a map to this point, you feel really successful for about 10 minutes. Or rather, for about a month or two. And then when that month that inevitably comes up, when every field is ready to harvest at the same time, you're like, oh my god, what did I get into? Right? That's just how it always is. Alright, let's get to this little carrot field. Not very much going on. We can set a course, I think. I don't know if this guy does course play. Do we have a course? We don't even have a course. So let's go here. It knows the field boundaries. Let's give it like a negative margin. We want the up down to be exactly 0 degrees because the way it looks with the carrots, it makes sense. So generate. So we want it to go completely up and down. All right, perfect. And let's get harvesting some carrots. Now, I don't know how much this is going to yield. And everything is going to go into our soup factory, so we'll see. This harvester's a little weird. There is no oh, you know what? Now I remember. This one doesn't work with courseplay at all. So we're gonna have to do this manually. That's fine. I'll... Stop. So I think this one works, doesn't work with horseplay, but does work with regular workers. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the headlands myself. Cruise around the headlands, get those done myself, and then we'll put a regular worker on it. Should be fine for getting the rest of the crop. But this is way better, right? Way better than like 1.5 meters per second or whatever the regular one is. Who knows what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into a little bit of a time lapse. It's gonna take a little while. And there we go. We got the headlands done, and we're actually almost full. I think that total in all three of those trailers, about 47, if I remember correctly, 45, 42, something like that, 1,000 liters, which is quite a bit. Now what the trick is to get regular workers kicked off to be able to actually harvest this field. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do the whole thing myself, which is fine. I don't mind doing this. It's not a big field, but I want to make sure I understand the pattern for when I need to do it with a much larger field, like the parsnips or the beetroot that we've already planted. So hypothetically, he should go to the end and turn around. So I'm going to set him up straight on one of his perfect straight lines that we know the workers love. Let's make sure he turns around. I want to get out. Run up to the truck because the truck's in the way. The truck is in the way from him turning around. But he did turn around, so hopefully that means he's going to do the whole rest of the field. I got to book it, try to empty these out before he's full. I'm sure he's going to fill up before I am, but it's a little slow on the turnaround, so might be okay. Let's head down to our new production. And let's also keep an eye on see how the seeder's doing. That cruising along with the seeding of the lavender. That's going to be a really fun field. There's multiple ways to harvest lavender, and I may actually set ourselves up for. We're probably just going to do it with the harvester. Now, the way this crop is built normally is lavender is almost always a like a cotton harvester type harvest. But we don't, there's no cotton harvesters that are 200 horsepower. So for within the challenge, we got to do something a little different. I actually grabbed these crops all from Poor Boy's maps. Thank you, Poor Boy, for letting me use them. And because I grabbed them from Poor Boy's maps, I'm just going to cut across here. He has them set up. He has Lavender set up for an alternate harvest with an actual regular harvester. And what that does is it collects the lavender in the hopper of the harvester, and then it actually outputs straw, but it's not straw. It outputs grass that you can pick up. So I think we might do that just for something different, something closer to the way we've been playing the game so far, and see how that goes. I could actually set us up for lavender bales with my fancy bio baler. But this should let me drop carrots. Soup factory. Storage is empty. Do I own it? I do. It takes carrots, parsnips, red beets, and potatoes. Where's the trigger? That's a little bit interesting. It's not letting me drop the carrots. Let's look real quick. You know what I bet it is? I bet this is a pallet trigger. It's not an actual loose fill trigger. Huh. Alright, well, I'll have to figure that out at some point. For the time being, I need to put these somewhere. Let's put them into a silo. For now. Let's go into construction. Gosh, I still have the thing up. We're going to put one of our Hessian silos just right here as a middle ground. So we have somewhere to put this stuff right now, and I'll come back and, as always, fix what giants didn't foresee. See, I should be able to dump right here. There's a trigger, but I bet it only accepts ballots. It's done. This guy isn't accepting dump triggers either. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Maybe I won't make soup. Who knows? Maybe I add in a root crop delivery service that'll fill that factory with my root crops. Which is super dumb, but it's probably the easiest thing I can do. Horseblade, blocked by an object. What is blocked? Let's go find out. I wish you could just click on this. Oh, you can. Oh, look at that. I never knew that. Look at that. I didn't know you could figure out which one was blocked. Ooh, I learned something new today. That doesn't happen very often. I learned something new today. Look at all this I missed. You know, I don't think I ever did the second head. It's fine. I'll do that later. Okay, this guy was just caught on the fence. No big deal. We can get him resolved. Perfect. And I'm going to jump back into doing this harvest. So the harvester is obviously already waiting for me to get back. because I got distracted by horseplay and the factory not working. Whatever. I'm gonna head back up and get this guy going, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit once there's something to report. But right now, we've got a lot of courses running. We've got stuff happening all over the place, and we got some carrots to harvest. So let's get back up and head into the carrots.
Walking on them. Walking on them.
Like the worker gave up. That's okay. We're almost done. I'll finish it off. But this is gonna actually probably be the rest of what I do today, or this is gonna be it for today. And what I mean by that is, let's turn this on. Lower it down, I guess. So we're gonna finish off these carrots, and then I got a little bit more work to do kind of off stream, which you guys don't need to see. Obviously, looking behind. Whoops. Obviously, this field behind us, we got to finish seeding it. Looks like the seeder is currently in distress, trying to turn around. Which doesn't make sense because it's supposed to turn around. And I left that open. Open. I think I got out before the animation was done. We're gonna have to finish off the seeding over here, assuming the seeder can get out of its own way and do what it's supposed to do. This doesn't look good. He looks totally lost. What are you doing over here, buddy? I don't know what he's doing. He's obviously not doing his job. Down. Is that all three? All three. Good. Apparently he's gotten stuck on this little corner thing here. The problem with doing the triples is if you take too tight of a corner when you're turning around, it does that. And sometimes that just causes havoc. Let's see where the course was and see where we can get them. Looks like he just needed to turn around. That's all he needed to do. And I have solved it. Go me. Anyways, we're going to finish off the carrots, get them delivered over to our silo so that we can do silo-y things. I've been thinking about it for the past 10 minutes or so, and I think I'm just going to build or make a root crop delivery service production that just takes in root crops and stores them underground or stores them in some kind of silo. And delivers them to whatever productions need them. That seems logical to me. And a welcome addition, I'm sure, to the game. So maybe I'll do that as a mod. We'll see. But for now, no track. There's a track. Down this track. But for now, I'm going to finish up these carrots, and we're going to call it. I'm going to do all the rest of the stuff. I may actually replant this carrot field and extend it a little bit, because comparing this size of this field to the other two root crop fields that we just built, I think this one's not going to be big enough, and we're going to have way less carrots than all of our other root crops, which is going to cause problems for the production recipe. So I think I'm going to go ahead and replant the carrots. And we have enough time because we still have to wait for the lavender to grow to do that final harvest. And this may be the last crop that I replant. Everything else I'm just going to let go. And we'll call it a day. I want to say thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out for this really long series. I'm sorry for the delay. I actually just started a new job. And having a little bit of a hard time trying to wrangle some time to actually play and record, so I'm a little bit behind on these videos. Thank you for hanging in there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know down below what's your favorite thing that I've done so far in this series. I know I've done lots of things and I've used lots of cool tools, and I've probably created a few things here and there to make the day easier, but what's your favorite thing that I've changed or added or to this map? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.